Hi friends! Are you growing the pile of your scraps in hope to use them one day? Or maybe you don't have many scraps but you also lack an idea what to create today. If you said yes to any of these questions, this video is for you. So let's get started! So hello my beautiful friends, today's video is a part of the Monday challenge on my group. Here is the free downloadable design for those who missed it in the last video. You can still get a free design, and just to let you know my friends, every Monday on a Drop of Inspirational group, which is a fun group for the Drop of Sunshine, I am coming live for a very quick couple minutes just to pick up the color and technique for the challenge. So if you're missing the ideas, if you would like to boost up your creativity, hop onto the group. Everyone are welcome there, and we are making some good, nice, simple ideas for creating and crafting with leftover scraps. Today Monday challenge was all about creating some cards using the leftover strips in silver and gold color. You can of course mix them up with any other papers leftovers you have, but the main idea behind the creating with scraps is to not start the new paper pads, new designer papers you have, but use up those leftover cut pieces, teeny tiny bits, whatever you keep in a scrap, and just play with them. So I'm starting very simple idea. This is A6 size card, and I cut a little front panel, and now I've placed the panel on my glass mat and I secure it with the masking tape so I can follow the grid line on my glass mat and make sure I'm adhering my strips perfectly straight. Now I will give you a couple tips, so stay tuned till the end of the video, because you may like some of these I have for you today. Now as you can see, I also place myself a little ruler, and this way it also helps me visually to put my papers nicely. And here's another of the tips: if you ever have some glue on your mirror cardstock, is a silver or gold, grab a wet wipe and just wipe it off. It will come off very easily. You don't have to try to roll it off with your fingers, because this way you can destroy the paper. But if you grab the wet wipe, it will just come right off. And if you don't have the wet wipe, you can actually use a kitchen towel, just spray one piece of the water, like one pump, to make it a little bit damp, and then nicely just slide over the mirror cardstock surface. And here I am filling up the gaps, just so I could see I have this nice flow of the strips. And these are my leftover strips, which I had from my scrap drawer. And once I have everything done, I will be cutting my strips with the guillotine. I would recommend to use the guillotine rather than scissors. You can still snip them with the scissors, but if you place your piece of the card on the guillotine, you will have the very professional, super sleek straight cut, which you cannot really do with the scissors. So that's why you can see here I am placing my piece on the guillotine, and it's just looking fabulous. And here back again, I am wiping them a little bit with the wet wipe, just to make sure I have this really nice clean look on the card. And now, to make it even more special, I've decided to back this panel with the another piece of the mirror cardstock, and I'm reaching for another of the scrap pieces, and I'm marking myself the line where to cut, so I will have this nice frame to go around, and this will also make this card looking even more special. Whenever you want to enhance your card and make them look prettier, I do recommend you to do some matte and layers with the mirror cardstock. Even this teeny tiny frame, it really makes the card pop. Now I need some sentiment, but I don't want to cover up this beautiful card panel I've just created. So for that, I found the smallest stamp set saying happy birthday, because the card I'm creating, when I'm playing with the scraps, this challenge I've come up with, I've decided that every week I will be using some of my scraps to create some clean, simple, easy cards, something I can, give away to friends, to family, for them to use or pass along to some charities. So that's why I'm trying to create most generic cards like thank you, happy birthday, wedding card. So today it's no different. I'm trying to go with the cards which will be the having the most use. So here, this is this happy birthday uh, sentiment, and I am gonna be placing it on a card once I will put everything together. I'm also gonna be creating 2 wedding cards, because in today's video I will create the total of 3 cards. And because I'm making the wedding card, I just want to ask you, my friends, what was your wedding dance? Are you liking the dancing? If you're not unmarried and you haven't been having that first dance, then let me know in a comment. Are you enjoying dancing? Do you like it? Or if you had your own wedding, let me know what was your wedding dance. I would love to know that. Now, here I am back in this panel with the double-sided foam tape. This is just a 1 millimeter, but it will raise it up and it will create this lovely dimension, because the card I'm making today is super, super simple. It will be perfect for sending in a post, and that little piece of the dimension, it also adding that extra texture and something special. Now, because I had a little bit more white piece sticking out from the right side, I just cut it off and no one will never know. Same for the sentiment. I am backing it with the piece of the foam tape, and my card is ready. So here is the first card, very, very shiny, and let's hop on to the second one. Second card, I will be creating the DL size card, because this is one of my favorite. And here I had this half score, 2 cards, 2 card bases from DL size card. And these ones, they were made from A4 size cardstock, which I just score at 4 inches. And then I'm cutting off the remaining bit. And I'm gonna be starting from creating myself a panel. And this time I'm planning to cover the whole surface in the strips. So for that, I'm using the double-sided sticky sheets. And here I will show you how you can adhere them perfectly positioned. First, cut them to fit the size, both of them. And instead of taking off the whole releasing slip, I just took 1 centimeter off, and then I've just make sure I've married them up from the bottom bit, and then I was just pressing once I was taking this release paper from underneath. This is the greatest way for putting your sticky sheets on your paper, because this way you have this perfect placement each time. Now I am taking off this release paper and I'm gonna be starting adhering my strips. And for that, I will put the first strip on the bottom, and then once I have it done, I will secure it with the masking tape. So this way the paper is not gonna be moving on me, this little front panel. And I can proceed with adding my strips. And I'm just again going with the combination of the silver and gold. There's no rhyme and reason here. I'm just trying to make sure that I have this nice composition and different thickness of my strips. Some of them I actually cut to be thinner from other scrap pieces, and I'm just building up as I go to just see something visually interesting. There's no really, you can do it with the one paper, with just the gold paper, only if you've got different type of the gold leftover pieces and you are creating the card for like golden anniversary or silver one, this 25th year, you can all use the same color, just go with the different wetness. And for example, if you're planning to use the silver paper and you only have one kind of the silver mirror cardstock, you can mix them and match them with the white paper. Or what you can do, you can take couple strips of the silver paper and run them through your embossing folder, and this way you have this nice texture element. And once you're gonna be placing your strips, they all gonna have this different embossing on them. So this way it will also help you to build some difference in between them, in case you have only one type of the mirror cardstock. And here, back again, once I put all my strips on the paper, I am using my guillotine to have this nice sharp edge. and I am trimming everything. And recently, one of you friends has commented that you had the trouble with the guillotine and it's not cutting perfectly straight. One thing I want to say that if you're using the guillotine, you have to press the handle really firm and one straight, like without hesitation. As more you slow down, there's a bigger chance that you're gonna be having this like a little bit uneven and sharp, not as quite sharp edge. So you just have to press it very, very like with the confidence. And also, once you're pressing the handle, try to press it not only down but also toward your guillotine. So this blade, it will actually pushing on this metal bar which is holding at the edge of the guillotine. So this way, once you're gonna be pressing towards the guillotine and also do one cut line, that will give you this really, really nice edge. Here I am building up the card. I am starting from adding this gold and silver strip panel to this DL size card, and I'm gonna be adding white panel on top of that, because this way this card, it will brighten it up much more and it's not gonna be as dark. I cut myself a couple of pieces from the gold cardstock. This is the wedding couple which I had from Creative Expression set, which is very, very old. I had it for many, many years, so I'm not even sure if that one is still available, but you can use whatever image you have. You can use the stamp image, whatever, or this would be also a great place. If you have the access to the printer, you can cut a little like an oval shape or something and insert the wedding couple photo or something to make it really, really personal. And then again, instead of the sentiment on the bottom, you can add the names or something to really, really make that card to be personalized and one and only. So I am adding a couple of these extra hearts because I think they just add this nice flow, and this way it reminds me that the wedding couple is dancing and there is love all around them. Let me know what you think. So that will be my first two cards, and in today's video I'm actually gonna do only 3 cards instead of 4 because my son is coming back from the nursery and I would rather want to edit the video and post it before he'll come back. Now here this is gonna be a quickest and easiest card, but I will give you a tip how to glue your strips perfectly straight, and I hope you will enjoy it. Now I've grabbed the piece of the other scrap paper, and I'm gonna be cutting myself a couple of the strips which will be 1/2 centimeter wide. And for that I first make sure my paper is even, and then I've cut a couple of the strips. And here you can see this is how I'm planning to lay out my card. This is going to be a very simple card with a couple of the strips, but with those clean and simple card, it is always very important to be as precise, as straight as possible, because if the card is very clean and simple, it is actually much harder to hide all of the imperfection. Whenever you have this very build-up composition, you can see from my other creations, if I'll make any mistake or something is uneven, or I've got some other details I would like to cover, I can always stick some additional leaves, flowers, or some extra embellishment. With the clean and simple cards, this is very, very important to make sure to spend that extra 10 seconds to try to place everything straight and just as neat as possible. Now here is the tip: if you're gonna be gluing the paper strip one on top of another, it's always good idea to use some additional piece of the strip like I'm having here, and I'm just using it to help me guide another strip. And this way you don't have to be worried. You can still use the grid lines as well, but if you back yourself up with this additional strip, it's much easier. Even for the sentiment, I am placing this per piece, and this way it's much easier for me to position the sentiment, and I'm making sure it's super nice and even from both sides. Now I'm gonna be adding couple of those 3 hearts, which is embellishments, and here again I'm using another piece just to make sure I have this even spacing in between them. and that will be finishing off my last card. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I hope it bring you, even though we're making a simple and clean easy looking cards, it's gonna still bring you some extra, you know, ideas for what you can do with your cards, for how you can play with your strips. And once again, I just want to say thank you so very much for being here, for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and everyone are most welcome to join the Drop of Inspiration group. I will leave you link down below, so you could hop on. Every Monday I'm coming up with the new challenge. First 5 friends who will post their cards with the theme of the challenge of the week, you can get a free downloadable design from me, something extra as well. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please click share the button, and you know, share it with your friends. Maybe they will like it as well. Stay blessed, my friends, and I will see you shortly on my another video. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.